SGC here, and we are back for a movie review. This is a kind of old one, Shaolin Soccer, directed by Stephen Chow and stars Stephen Chow. It's a 2001 Hong Kong comedy film focusing on Shaolin martial arts and soccer? So first off, just gotta say thanks to Fox International Channels, not sponsored by them this review at all, but they have been re-releasing great movies of the past 20 years at the Grand Elements. And it's for 80 bucks, and it's a first come first serve sort of thing. If you're in the Hong Kong area, totally check it out. If you haven't, like me, supported these awesome films ever. Like, I bought DVDs or whatever, but I never saw them in theaters, so it was just great to see the original theatric cut of these great movies. Check them out. There's a ton of stuff here. This is one of 4 that I bought myself into, and so yeah, basically, who do we have in this film? Just check down below because I can't pronounce. Anyway, what's this film about? It's 2001, long time ago, but basically it's about a ragtag Shaolin martial art group that got hooked up with a coach, and they pretty much use Shaolin martial arts to play soccer. They go through the entire competition sort of thing, and that's basically the entire storyline. So what did I like about this film? Well, first off, watching it today is no problem. Like, you can pick it up and watch it, and sure, it might look dated in terms of quality itself, but the gags, I think the CGI holds up. You don't expect that much from a comedy. All this crazy stuff totally doesn't look cheesy. I think it's kind of cool, and it's just kind of intense that someone can kick like that, for sure. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed it very much. I would say that one thing that sort of went over my head when I was watching this back in the 2001-2s was that there's a lot more emotional stuff than I remembered. And it's just really great to see in a Stephen Chow movie to have this emotional stuff. Like, sure, I haven't seen all of his film, but it was just nice to see him being emotional. There's this like conflict with all the characters, as in they just want to get on with their lives. They don't want to use their martial arts. It's just that beginning setup where they're all like, oh, what's the use of martial arts now? And then Stephen Chow's character is like, no, we can use it, we can use it. And it's just this earnestness, and it's just, I don't think that's the word, but it's just this like, yes, we can do it, gung-ho attitude. I was just like encouraging to watch, and sure, the soccer matches could have been more entertaining. I think it was just more of a wow factor than actual story. But then I think behind it, with all the chemistry and this is the camaraderie, it was just nice to see. Though I think the only weird thing that I never got watching it back then and watching it today was the whole love line with Stephen Chow and Vicki Zhao's character, who's the baker. I mean, sure, she's cool and stuff, but I don't really get the whole makeup stuff, because I think that's the whole Hong Kong thing that totally went over my head. Maybe it's a thing with like hard shoulders. Maybe I wasn't into that stuff or whatever. But basically, yeah, it's sort of like a shoehorn thing that she would come back sort of thing. I think that's beside the point. But I think as a general comedy, you can watch it today, and I think you would still love it, and it's just one of those classics that's just fun to watch. And then one major thing that I really miss in current day films is that they don't have a gag reel at the very end of the movie for comedies. I mean, the gag reel for this one is hilarious when they were training, and then there was this thing with an egg involved, and it's just like repeatedly chucking an egg into a guy's mouth is just pretty funny. So I do hope for future comedies in Hong Kong that there will be a gag reel at the end before the credit roll. So that should be a new thing. You know, Marvel and their things. So Hong Kong comedies having a gag reel right before a credit scene. That'll be fun. I totally recommend this if you have never heard of Shaolin Soccer. Totally check it out. And yeah, it does not feel dated at all. I think I enjoyed it. Though I did watch a theatric cut, so there was some stuff that was cut out, and it was kind of like, editing's kind of weird, but whatever. I mean, I finally experienced what a 2001 Hong Kong person experienced when the movie came out. So that's thumbs up for me, and just awesome stuff. So like I said, if you're in the Hong Kong area and you can totally check these out, and you haven't seen the theatric cut, never sat in a movie for these movies, totally check it out. And I guess I'll just list the rest of the other movies that are available during this time. This thing is gonna be over soon, but totally check it out before July 9th. So once again, I'll leave the entire list of movies that they're playing in the description. And as always, if you have anything to say, leave it in the comments, and I'll reply to you as soon as possible. And that's it. Out.